Hello everyone. Today we're going to discuss one important question paper from civil engineering background, which is conducted by APPSC, that is Arunachal Pradesh Service Commission Board. This exam is basically for the post of lecturer in different polytechnic of Arunachal Pradesh. In this question paper, we have read around 100 questions, and each question carrying 1 marks, a total of 100 marks, and each question contains 4 response. We have to select one correct option out of each 4 option. So here, this question paper level is easy to moderate. They have given around 100 questions, and out of 100 questions, some questions are from soil engineering, some questions are from transportation engineering, some questions are from building materials, and some are from structure also. Mainly they have asked mainly the theoretical questions. So one by one we have to discuss. The first question they have asked, if the voids of the soil mass are full of air only, the soil is trans. So we know that soil is three-phase material, right? So three-phase material means if you suppose if you consider soil material, this is the soil material, and if you see this material in microscope, then you will see that the soil is consist of various you can say arrangement, like this type of arrangement. So these are the soil grain, and inside the soil grain or in between the soil grain we have some gap, and in that gap these voids are there, and these voids may be filled with water, or it may be filled with you can say that air. If all the voids are filled with air, then that type of soil is known as dry soil. That means there is no water inside the soil, right? So option number C is correct. That is the dry soil. And if we consider that all the voids are filled with water, then our answer will be the saturated soil. If the soil is partly filled with water and partly filled with voids, then we consider it is a partly saturated soil, isn't it? So for question number one, option number C will be the correct answer. Then coming to next question. Next question, they have asked the one formula based question. Here it is given that the ratio of the volume of the voids to the volume of soil solids in a given soil mass is known as. So mainly porosity is what? Porosity is nothing but it is with respect to the total volume, right? So porosity will be volume of voids with respect to the total volume. Okay, V total. Whereas specific gravity is what? It is basically a ratio, or it is a unitless parameter where we have comparing the specific gravity with respect to water, right? So here you can say that gamma solid divided by gamma water. Okay, so unit weight of the solid or unit weight of the soil divided by unit of weight of the water is known as specific gravity. Then what is void ratio? Void ratio is opposite to the porosity, or we can say that void ratio. Here the volume of voice is the upper term, whereas that lower term is volume of solid only, not the volume of total. Okay, so here in the question also they have asked the volume of voice to the volume of soil solids, that is BS. So we have the correct answer will be void ratio. Then water content is weight of water divided by weight of solid, right? Then uh, here you can write weight of water divided by weight of solid, right? Next question, water content of a soil can. So what about water content? Is it greater than 0%? Is it less than 0%? So we have to say like that. What is the formula of water content? Water content is basically weight of water divided by weight solids. Now let's imagine a situation. Suppose this is a glass, and in this glass we have only two soil particles, and all are filled with water. So in that case, the weight of water obviously more than the weight of solid grain. That means weight of water may be greater than weight of solid in some case. So that's why if the upper parameter or the denominator is more, then or you can say that weight of water is more, obviously the value will be greater than 100%, isn't it? So option number B is the correct answer for question number 3. Next question number 4. the bearing capacity of a soil depends upon. So if you consider the bearing capacity, it will depends on all the parameter which ever is mentioned here. First one is internal friction and resistance of the particle, that is you can say that phi. Phi is dependent on the bearing capacity of the soil. That means if the particles, if the phi value is more, obviously the bearing capacity of the soil is also more, because the soil particles have more internal friction of resistance. They can able to resist the uh, weight or resist the structure more if the phi value is greater than 1, greater than uh, ap- uh, 32, or you can say that it is greater than 36. Next is shape of the particles. If the shape is angular, okay, then obviously the interlocking will be more. If the interlocking will be more, there will be a proper, you can say, bonding between the soil particles, and ultimately it will increase the bearing capacity, isn't it? So shape is also dependent. Then is next is cohesion or cohesive properties. Okay, so cohesive property also, once the cohesion value is increased, the bearing capacity of the soil also increase. So option number D is the correct option. Next question. Next question. They have asked that allowable bearing capacity of the foundation depends on. So here we have various options. Allowable settlement only, ultimate bearing capacity, both allowable settlement and ultimate bearing capacity of the soil. Once you go to the field, you may know that uh, while any site investigation is done, we consider two criteria. One criteria is the bearing capacity of the soil, and another is the settlement. How much soil is settled due to the presence of that structure. Okay, so that means we have to consider both. Okay, so option number C is correct. Both allowable settlement and ultimate bearing capacity of the soil. Next question, question number 6. Here it is asked that rise of water table in cohesionless soil up to ground surface reduce the net ultimate bearing capacity approximately. So if the water table is rise up to the ground level, suppose this is the ground level, and somehow the water table is here at first, but it is increasing. Then what is the change of or what is the change of net ultimate bearing capacity they have asked? So mainly, obviously, decrease, the value will be decreased, right? So here I can say that 50%. Why 50%? Because gamma saturated, gamma submerged will be nothing but half of gamma saturated, right? So that's why we can consider it is 50%. Next, as per the IRC provisions, the maximum differential settlement in isolated footing, standard codal provisions are there on clay soil. For clay soil, what is the value? Question number 7, the correct option is 40 mm. Next is when combined footing is used. So combined footing is used when you can say that the space is more, or we can say that the space, suppose combine is when combine is given, suppose this is one column, this is one column, and the space is very less. Okay, space, when the space is very less, that means, and if the number of column is 2, then we can combine these two, okay, as a whole. That's why it is called combined footing. So question 8, the correct option is the number of column is 2, and their space close to each other. Option number B is correct. Next, question number 9, which of the following trees yield hardwood? So out of these oats like deodar, sesame and pine, the correct option will be the C. So in if you imagine the you can say that the cricket bed is also made up of seed, because it yields you can say that it is very hard. Okay, next is question number 10. If the finest modulus of sine is 2.5, it is graded as. So one table is there. Uh, Based on that table, some ranges are there for sine. So if it is less than 2.5, then we consider some we consider very fine sand, or If it is greater than 2.5, we consider fine sand. Option number B is the correct. Then what is putty? So everyone know putty is basically powdered chalk and it is mixed with linseed oil. Okay, linseed oil. Option number B is correct answer. Next question. The trunk of the tree left after cutting all the branches. So suppose this is tree and we cut all the branches and we left the trunk. Then that part is what? Uh, you have to remember that part is called as log. LOG. Next, question number 13. In question number 13, they have asked which of the following stone is best suited for the construction of piers and abutment of bridges. So, which stone is used for the construction of abutment and piers is granite. Granite is very tough, or it is, you can say that uh, it also raises the waterfalls. So, that's why question number 13, correct option is A. Next is question number 14. The fork of the brick in a masonry is generally, fork means, suppose this is your brick, the top portion we have you have seen probably they have read the manufacturer name. Suppose SBN, this is the manufacturer name, right? So that portion is known as fork. Okay, so that is basically top face, right? Question number 14, correct option is option number B. Next is hydraulic lime. What is hydraulic lime or how it is obtained? That question is asked. So hydraulic lime is basically obtained by burning of concrete. Option number B is the correct answer. Next, question number 16. Question number 16, they have asking the purest form of iron. So very, very important. Which one is purest? If you see the wrought iron, option number B, it is the, you can say that purest iron. Here the carbon uh, percentage is more. Okay, that's why it is known as purest form of iron. Option number B is the correct option. Next, question number 17. As compared to the stature course, the thickness of the joints in the header course should be. So stature means this is the stature. Okay. And what is the header? Header course is this one. If you uh, consider the brick in this way. So obviously in stature, uh, there will be less mortar because join is less, and in header this part we have to make the join, right? So option 8 is the correct option. Next, question number 18. In brick masonry, the bone produced by laying alternative headers and stresser in each course is known as English bone, double flemish bone, zigzag bone, single flemish bone. So for question number 18, correct option is double flemish bone. So laying alternative headers and stressors. If the question is asking like first layer is headers, or you can say that in the same layer, suppose this is stasha, then this is header, then stasha, then header, then we can consider it is a English bone. But here it is like mentioning that alternative headers and stasha in each course. That means here only header, only header, and the next layer only stasha. So similar that kind of structure is given in double flemish bone. Next is the height between two floors is 3 meter and riser is 15 centimeter. Assuming two flights between the floors, the number of tread. So they have asked the number of tread. So here you can see. So here you can see that 3 meter, that is 3000 divided by 15 centimeter. And since we have to find the number of treads, we have to uh, deducting -1, right? So you will get how much? Uh, Option number B is correct. Next question. In the designation of 10DS20, the letter D stands for what? Actually D stands. So D stands for door opening. Okay. So option number C is correct. So these are the 20 questions which actually they have asked in the lectureship exam. In the next video, we're going to discuss from question number 21. If you like the video, kindly do subscribe our YouTube channel, and thank you for watching.